Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch Bocchi the Rock. So, last time on Bocchi the Rock, see you tomorrow. Uh, Nijka proposes that the band save up money for their next gig by doing part-time work at Starry, which is of course the bar that they're all working at. A lot of the episode was, of course, Bocchi getting over, well, basically the fact that she's around people and having to look them in the eye and serve them drinks.
I just appreciate that your sentence after you read the synopsis last time was just redundant. Proposes that
Well,
they do part-time work at the place, which is the place that they've been working at. It's like,
I mean, I thought I'd go ahead and clarify that the proper noun is this thing, actually.
yes, that the place that you just described them working at was the place that we saw them working at.
I know they've been working in a bar, but what was it called? They mentioned the Starry place. Is that the same one? Oh, thank you, viewer, for asking that question. I'm glad I could answer it for you.
Yes, I'm glad that apropos of actually any comments or interaction with you, we're just gonna flat out assume that you're stupid.
It's a good place to start. So I remember, like I said, a lot of anxiety last time and a little bit of getting over it. Just, one step out of 1,000. What do you remember out of the episode?
Well, I mean, I don't think you
Oh,
can say I remember anxiety from the last time on the episode because that's the thesis, Griff.
well, I meant more specifically, like I said, of her serving drinks, being around people, and trying to look people in the eye. She barely got over that hurdle,
All
if
right.
at all.
So Griff doesn't really remember anything. Is what I'm
Well,
hearing.
I remember the giant dice cube board game icebreaker.
I think when your description of what happened last episode is no different from the last time you gave a description of an episode before it, you effectively don't remember anything. I
All right,
thought,
why don't you go and fill us in?
oh yeah, well last time we described a bunch of the posters that were on the back wall because they were all different band names that play here, and we had a little fun time going back and forth on that.
Yeah.
Also, there was the band that was playing that was constantly talking in the background, and then
Their intro went on for like a good 20
yeah,
minutes,
it didn't
right?
seem like they wanted to start, but just kept talking about their backstories. So that went on forever. We had Bocchi who didn't really want to serve drinks or was too well. Sorry,
Hmm.
Bocchi obviously wanted to because she was there and she committed herself to this, but she was too frightened, so she hid behind the counter and like people would ask for drinks and she would just lift it up so that the person who was standing next to her could then take the drink and hand it to the customer. So she was
Mhm.
doing the best that she could.
I believe the
Previous to
the
that,
joke was, what if I end up on social media as the person who couldn't heat up somebody's lunch?
well, that was previous in the
Yeah,
episode when
yeah.
they were first talking about the jobs because they also went through this whole game of rolling the dice to determine how they would talk to each other.
Hmm.
You know, like a little social game about introducing themselves to one another. Of course, we're still missing a person in the show.
Which we should be getting this time, actually.
That's what I said last time.
Yep. So I think that basically covers most of the episode last time. We're gonna be getting some karaoke night, which I believe will be, of course, further cause for anxiety. Though, Mochi's already done her own singing and songwriting, so she'll be good at it, but she'll immediately break down. I mean, that's obviously just the course of things, right?
Again, you're just saying blanket statements that apply to every episode, Griff.
Well, I this is specifically about karaoke.
This is very much the red letter media thing where describe this, prequel character without saying what they look like or
His
things like that.
face.
Yeah, without giving like their physical description or anything. It's like describe this Bocchi episode without describing any of Bocchi's anxieties, right? And so far,
That's the whole point of the episode. Yeah.
well, it's the point of the episode, but it's not what happened in the episode. So, so that's going to be your challenge from now on, Griff. Whenever we do the
All right.
recaps, describe the episode without mentioning Bocchi's anxieties or the effects that they have.
I shall have absolutely zero pathos. That'll be the goal then. So, I think in that case, let's go ahead and watch. But before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some extra early access stuff, you can check us out over on the Patreon. Just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
That's the scene right here, the one I was talking about.
Mhm.
And it's gone.
お風邪治ってよかったね。あ、うん。あ、お姉ちゃんは学校何日も休めたから風邪ひけた方がよかった？全然良くないよ。なんで？
It's bouncing your hair. Don't think you're getting anywhere with it.
学校行くのは嫌だけど、私みたいな人間は一日行かなかっただけでクラスのみんなから存在を忘れられてしまうんだよ。お姉ちゃんってクソめんどいね。お母さんがご飯。
Alright, I like her younger sister.
Who taught you that word?
お姉ちゃんも自分がめんどくさくてもう破裂しそうで。でも待ってよ。バンドしてライブハウスでバイトまでしちゃって。
Ah, here's her energy.
私もう陰キャじゃないのでは？
Yeah, got things to talk about now.
もう一度ギター持っていこう。そしたらきっと誰か話しかけてくれるよね。
But she's counting on people talking to her, so it's gonna be the downfall.
Which never works.
But literally I just said.
サブスク解禁されたね。バックウィンプズ。もうさ、昨日から聞きすぎて聞いてなくても曲聞こえるもんね。やば。バンドの話。
あ。
後藤さんどうした？後藤さん話しかけてくるなんて珍しい。いつも話しかけてもらう前提だったから話の振り方が。忘れました。この一瞬で？お昼だよ。
Oh, lovely.
これでよかったんだ。もしちゃんと
Oh, perfect dark corner to eat your luncheon.
突然話に入ってきたと思ったら私らの会話盗み聞きしてたんですか？後藤さんってやばいやつだったんだ。
But they were so clearly happy to just go, oh, you're talking, you want to join?
ごちそうさまでした。それにしてもここは静かでお昼ご飯には最適だな。
That's probably where I'd
いい
go.
場所見つけてよかった。教室じゃ
Especially if I know everyone's on the fucking roof.
それに私が人気ギタリストになった時音捨てで。
I'm pretty sure first half of high school, my jam was hiding under the bleachers. Second half was just like, nah, I'm just gonna sit outside, no one's gonna care.
謎スペースでお昼ご飯食べてました。ギャップトークできるなんてね。
I just spent every day in the library.
やめちゃったけどバンドでギターもしてたらしいよ。バンド？そういえばにじかちゃんが新しいギターボーカルが欲しいって言ってた。この前のバイトも風邪ひいて休んじゃったし、私も結束バンドに貢献するためにギターボーカル探しを。
Even newbies welcome.
でも初対面の人に話しかけるなんて。北ちゃん、ヤッホー。めっちゃごめんだけど、一体どんな子なんだろう。どうしたの？
I'm just imagining her acrobatics to get to that point right there. We've seen how high that is. Oh, there it is.
They say pitching our basketball game?
You know, they're a bit confused about sports, but they got the spirit, alright?
何の音
？There we go. So now we got the main focus of the episode already in there. I was honestly expecting that those chairs would collapse.
That's why I kept saying on the bottom, from the very beginning, kids don't try this at home. I mean, it was only too high, but still.
Well, no, I think there was like more staircases to it. I think it just showed two because the rest would get cut off. That's got to be at least 3 or 4.
No, the thing she was sitting on, it was only too high. I think they were desks.
Yeah, they're definitely desks. Which if that's a whole story or half a story, that's gonna need a couple more.
Well, it doesn't matter what you think, Griff. It's a visual medium, and we only saw 2.
Alright, when we see her buried in 8 desks, when we come back, I'll know I'm right. If it's 4, you're right.
No, if it's 2, I'm right, because it was only 2.
Ah, but there were 2 layers of it too. There was the one she was sleeping on before, and then there's the one she brought up just so that she could get over the ledge.
It's a 2D it's a 2D medium. There's no possible way to be able to tell depth.
Ah, the entire course of vision annihilated instantly by
い
Theta.
つまで来たはいいものの、まだ心の準備が。2組の後藤さんだよね。私の名前ねえ、誰かに用事でもあるの？言うんだ一人、バンドのギターボーカルを探していてうちのバンドに興味ないですか？パッキュッポン！突然のヒューマンビートボックス！
Oh, you got 30% of it.
The willingness of everyone to just fucking play along is amazing on its own.
I know, it's very much the case of there's no malice in anyone, but anxiety drives you to see it.
聞いてください。新曲ダブル黒歴史ぼっち弾き語りバージョン。
If she's doing this in the school, well, say anywhere in school, that's still something big.
Yeah. And that stairwell is gonna echo everywhere.
Well, I just mean the fact that you're doing this where anyone might catch you doing it with no concern about the fact that you're doing it.
Ah, I love the music video to go with it. How'd you sneak in there?
さっきの演奏すごく引きつけられるっていうか、たくさん褒めてくれるいい人。バンドでもしてるの？あ、一応はい。ねえ、他にも何か弾けるの？聞いて。
Trying to be adopted by the extrovert.
その前にさっき何か用事あったんじゃないの？これは勧誘チャンス。あ、今自分のバンドのギターボーカルを探してて、その北さんギター弾けるって聞いたので。ああ、そっか。あれ？ごめんね、後藤さん。私そのバンドには入れない。あ、いや、私は暗いけど他のメンバーは明るくて。いや、後藤さんが嫌とかじゃなくて。週末はみんなでバーベキュー。半年に一度の球技大会。ライブの打ち上げはリムジンだし、行事盛りだくさんで。
You're going too far.
嫌なんだけど。
She's got the spirit though.
私ギター全く弾けないのね。前ちょっといたバンドもね、先輩目当てで弾けるって嘘ついて入っちゃったというか、けど結局何一つわからなくて逃げちゃって。何一つ？うん。ギターってこっちじゃんじゃんするだけじゃないのね。え？この木の棒。
Well, I mean, they need a vocalist too, so.
Yes.
初心者が一人で始めるには難しそう。
Oh, I love it. The wooden stick part is just
な
decoration.
いな。野球の話？わからないの次元が違いすぎる。後藤さんは誰かに教えてもらったの？ギター。あ、いや、ほとんど独学で。本当すごい。いや、全然。そうだ、後藤さん、ギター教えてくれない？私の先生になって。
That's right, Bocchi. Make a commitment.
教えてくれるなら頑張れる気がするかも。いや、今度こそちゃんとギター弾けるようになって前のバンドの先輩たちに謝りに行きたい。ねえ、いつ教えてもらえるかしら？放課後とか？私放課後はライブ。
And it takes me 2 hours to walk there.
じゃあバイトの後でいいから。隣にスタジオとかない？
Well, it's only 2 hours because she has to avoid everyone on the road first.
わかりました。私のバーカー断れ。今日早速行ってもいい？はい。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。みじかちゃんたちにパリピな感じに偽装してもらわないと。ぼっちちゃんから。
Ah, what mystery message we got?
すみません。EDM ガンガンかけてりょうさんとエナジードリンク片手に踊り狂いながらバイトしててください。なんだこれ。さあ。バイト先って下北沢だったの
Blaring EDM would be the the confusing part.
私の前のバンド下北系だったから、それにメンバーの先輩たちがここに住んでて。そうなんですね。ちょっと後藤さんが後ろだと道わからないじゃない。すみません、この街まだ慣れなくて恥ずかしい。こっちの方が恥ずかしいって。もうすぐなんで、場所はスターリーってところです。そこににじかちゃんとりょうさんがもういるはず。ごめんね、私やっぱり帰る。
They were my former
ごめん、
bandmates.
理由は言えないけど、そこにはどうしても行けない。ここに来たことは絶対にその人たちには言わない。
You can never tell them who I was.
よくわかんないけど、エナドリたくさん買ってきたよって。逃げたギター。逃げたギター。
Someone other than Bocchi with anxiety. Let's see.
あれ？
Honestly, that's the situation in which I would thrive. Having somebody else as problematic as myself.
So that's why I'm here. Moms. Oh, there. Alright, perfect off-branding. Love it.
北さん気まずそう。何か気の利いたことを言えれば。突然音信不通になったから心配してた。りょうさんさすが。死んだかと思って最近は毎日お線香をあげてた。ナム。いや、勝手に殺さないで。怒らないんですか？気づかなかった私たちにも問題あるし。
Good read cock rock.
あの日はなんとかなったしね。でもそれじゃあ私の気が収まりません。何か罪滅ぼしさせてください。そんなこと言われて
Wait
るの？
to see if we get that same back frame again.
ライブハウス手伝ってくんない？忙しくなりそうだから。
それだけじゃ。いや、十分助かるよ。よろしくね。私でよければ。よかった。問題解決して。
じゃあちょっとこっちで着替えて。
着替え？
Was it maid night?
Clearly.
店長さん、なんであんな服持ってるんだろう。
あいつ臨時なのに使えるな。
ほんと、北ちゃん手際いいね。
Champ of human.
確かに。
He knows how to mop and clean. No, look out.
時給から引いとくな。
コンコン。北さんいい匂いしますね。
Which has never been weird ever.
私名前呼ばれたことないのに。北ちゃん愛想いいし、受付も覚えてみる？教えるね。はい。私の任されていない仕事まで。ドリンク代500円です。今日はどのバンドを見に来られましたか？フライヤーもよかったらどうぞ。北ちゃんうまいね。私、人と関わるの大好きなんです。
The local extrovert for sure.
目が死んでて困るんだよね。無表情怖くない？りょう先輩はあの顔がいいんですよ。ぼっち、そんなところで何してる？アイデンティティの喪失中です。では聞いてください。その日入った新人より使えないダメバイトのエレジー。
There it is. See cock rock.
I scanned it. I couldn't find it. But I mean,
It's
hey,
the one with the
rock
giant
with your
rooster.
chicken out.
It's the one with the giant rooster on it.
ぼっちちゃん、ぼっちちゃん。北ちゃんにドリンク教えてあげてよ。はい。名誉挽回のチャンス。
I at least appreciate that the backgrounds are always consistent with the same posters all the time.
Mhm.
見られてると緊張する。
How long do you burn your hand? Right there.
大丈夫？大体分かったから後藤さんも休んでて。生きてすみません。よかった、大事にならなくて。ありがとうございます。あれ？この指先。後藤さんってなんでバンド始めようと思ったの？インドア趣味なのに派手でかっこいいし、人気者になれるし、動機が全部不純すぎる。世界平和を伝えたくて。
Okay, Anya.
Too pure. Too pure.
はい、こちらコーラ。
See cock rock.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Look at the background, just always there. It doesn't change. I love it.
And just rock with your cock out.
憧れの先輩って。りょう先輩。 どうぞ。私は後藤さんと違って不純なんだけど、先輩の路上ライブ見て一目惚れしたの。りょうさん他のバンドもしてたんだ。ちょっと浮世離れしてる雰囲気とかユニセックスな見た目とか、もう何もかもキャーって感
Does
じ。
she have a unisex look?
そして何より楽器が様になってて、
Yeah, so it's like a very
それ
neutral
はわ
look.
かります。私が持つとどうしても楽器に持たされてる感が。そう、
Just going for cool over anything else.
なんか急に親近感が。
カシオレください。
少々お待ちください。グッバイ親近感。調子乗ってすみません。
I don't mean to be a stickler,
Friendship broken.
but your menu didn't have any prices on.
That's okay. They just charge you $30 for everything and assume that you're
I
too
mean,
drunk to care.
It's either that or they wrote down their prices in words.
I think they got those tickets actually. They explained last time.
家族？うん。本当の家族以上にずっと一緒にいて、みんなで同じ夢を追って、友達とか恋人を超越
Just
した
bound to the J-pop in the background.
部活とか何もしてこなかったし、そういうのに憧れてたんだ。わかるな。私もずっ
Well,
と
I think in
憧
the
れてた
context of
から。
the show, it's just
そう
pop.
私は結束バンドに入って先輩の娘になりたかったの。友達より深く密に。あれ、北さんって結構ヤバい人？まあだからこそバンドにはもう入らないけどね。
They need a
一度逃
vocalist
げ出した私
You
みたい
can
な
sing,
無責任な
I'm
人間は
sure.
ダメよ。
based
バ
on
ンドなんか
nothing.
しちゃ。
That's right. If you ever make one mistake, anyone, you can never go back.
じゃあお疲れ。
No one
今日は
ever
頑張っていいよ。
forgives.
お疲れ様でした。
That's the lesson
Fortunately-
learned today.
I mean, unfortunately, some people actually don't forgive, so doesn't mean you shouldn't
今日はあ
try.
りがと
Just
うございました。これからもバンド活動頑張ってください。
That's right. And when you're rejected, that means you were worthless all along. Oh. Well, there goes your attempt to be heartfelt. And she's dead. Well, at least she's got a burial shroud.
もしかしてまだ私のことを。
maybe you should be worried about her. She did go head first into
私
the
結
wall.
束バンドには入れないわ。ギター弾けないし、一度逃げ出した人間だし。
Although she should be better because she's actually covered by something. Can't see anybody.
Oh, yeah.
あとぼっちちゃん起こすよ。せーの、よいしょ。
Should just go around with the bed she just draped over her.
指の先の皮が硬くて、それは
Oh, that's what that
花で
meant.
ギター練習してないとならない。北ちゃんもこれから結束バンド一緒に盛り上げてほしいな。なんで私にそんな。だって北ちゃんが逃げ出してなかったらぼっちちゃんとも会えてなかったよ。私もずっとバンドやりたかったからさ、引け目感じちゃうのも、でもまだ憧れちゃうのも気持ちわかるんだよね。
I mean, she's like the glue that's holding this all together.
ごめんなさい、思ってたより。
Very incidentally,
今
yeah.
日も戻ってきてくれたら嬉しいよね。スタジオ代もノルマも4分割。素直な言い方しなよ。先輩分のノルマ見つぎたい。ただれた関係が爆誕しそうなんだけど。でも私ギター弾けないし。大丈夫。ぼっちちゃんが先生してくれるよ。
You literally already offered to do that, so.
この流れ断れるわけない。ありがとう。
Aw.
私頑張る。結束バンドのギターとして。あ、でも先輩たち今のパリピバンド路線はやめた方がいいですよ。毎晩踊り狂ってるんですよね。それどこ情報？元通りになれてよかった。グダグダだったけど北さんを引き止めようとしてよかった。私頑張った。あ、じゃあお先に失礼します。ああ、ぼっちちゃん待っ 今日一番の功労者なのに。ぼっちのおかげで復活できた。後藤さんありがとう。いや、私なんか全然大
Yes,
したこと
praise Bocchi, praise her.
絶対大したことしたと思ってる。後藤さんすぐ顔に出るのね。でも私いくら練習しても本当にギター弾けなかったの。なんかボンボンって低い音がして。それベースじゃ。私そこまで無知じゃないって。ベースって弦が4本のやつでしょ。ほらちゃんと6本あるでしょ。弦が6本のとかもあります。
And this is actually beyond me. I don't know anything about this, so...
I don't know the particulars either, but it's still funny.
I mean, to try and indicate that she's ignorant just shows that I'm ignorant, so...
You're in the same puddle.
2年分前借りしたのに。北ちゃん。こうして
Spent all of your allowance on the wrong thing, and now you have to stick with it. Only took 5 minutes.
ねえ、これもしかして不良品？またベース？間違いなくギターです。ごめんなさいね。私弱音ばっかり。後藤さんには放課後や昼休みにギターを教えてもらってるのに。いや、りょう先輩もギター貸してくれたし、みんなに助けてもらった分頑張らなきゃ。けど本当に良かったですね。りょうさんがベース買い取ってくれて。
Oh, okay.
でも渡される。
Ryu's still a good character.
Well, I mean, I wasn't debating that. I was wondering why she was learning guitar if she wanted to play bass.
あれ冗談よね。本気な気がする。
Ryu just vibing like that.
うまく抑えられない。F コード難しすぎる。はあ、懐かしい。私もこんな感じだったな。
Music montage of learning how to play. Just keep zooming into those cell phones and nothing happening.
Oh, I mean, this is a napkin thing had a meaning, handkerchief rather.
Oh, she does have to eat weeds. Ryu is still best. Ryu is still the best.
I mean, we're one green hair away from the 24th ward.
Ah, true. But this was an adorable episode. What do you think?
I mean, I felt less emotional impact than the previous ones. But I mean, as I described, if I was in this situation myself and somebody else with their own similar type issues showed up, I would instantly start bonding with that person over a shared communal experience that I would not be able to share with other people who so easily join in communal experiences. So, you know, the Outsiders is a gang of outsiders. So, as it were. So
You're the outsider to the outsiders.
Well, no, what I'm saying is she has the same problem. She obviously doesn't have the same problem. Similar problems, and I can relate to those because I can see them instead of seeing what I'm seeing in all the other people. So it's a shared torture sort of thing.
Yeah, you bond with people well along those lines. Meanwhile, I'm just here. It's like, here we go, deadpan sassiness. That's what I'm here for. What we got for next episode?
Jumping girl or girls? I'm always confused. You put in the parentheses.
Yeah, I guess it's just like you can't tell whether it's singular or plural until it's fully used in a sentence with context kind of deal. Which, language.
I mean, the only reason I would ever do that is if I was unsure if it was going to be one or more.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a show that has
about multiple girls. Yeah.
Well, that's not that it's a show about multiple girls. It's a show that is a script, so they know if it's going to be one or more.
They could have watched the episode before they translated it.
I think I'm more annoyed now, actually, that they did the 4 in that weird way that I don't like anybody doing ever.
Oh, which way was that? Hold up, I gotta see.
Why are you closing out, Griff? Keep it open the whole time.
Oh no, it ended.
Yeah, and it sits on its last frame unless you do something.
No, it goes black for me.
They do it in the way that looks that if you ever worked retail in your life, somebody will argue is a 9.
Oh yeah, no, I see exactly what you mean now. Oh yeah, I get kind of bothered by that too.
That could be a 4 or a 9. No, because nobody draws their 4s that way. That's insanity. It's like doing the 7 with the line underneath it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you'd have to start from a completely different angle or side, I suppose. If you're writing differently, it makes sense. But no, so we are still here. We did at least get our other guitarist. I thought she was supposed to be singing. Was that a different girl than last time?
What are you talking about?
So last time we had our red-haired girl. She was singing, but this time Goto doesn't seem like she's the singer, or did like go over any of that. She's just doing guitar.
We never had a redheaded singer before.
But there was the person doing karaoke at the end of last time.
Yeah, that was just our 3 girls. We have only seen the redheaded girl
Maybe.
in episode 1, I want to say, where Bocchi thinks it would be a way to get attention if she brought her guitar to school, and for the first time, and while walking across um, two different, I don't know what you call it, two different open spaces that are also gated off from one another, the red-haired girl, while talking to somebody else, looks back and notes, hey, that's somebody else who plays the guitar. And then they never talk to one another, and they've never been in the same scene since.
Right. This is the point where like I have to go back. I'm gonna have to clip like individual frames and go, wait a second. Which one of these people are the same people that we see later? Just fully connected.
That's what I'm talking about. We've seen
Yeah.
her before, one episode, and she hasn't, joined in on anything yet. This is the first time. I kept saying vocalist because when Bocchi was under the stairs, she was saying guitar/vocalist, and then they didn't try and sell her on the vocalist part.
Yeah, I guess like I got kind of tricked right there. Like, oh yeah, my expectations, vocalist. Oh, they mentioned karaoke, vocalist, and guitar.
Bocchi keeps saying guitar/vocalist, and the entire episode's like, I can't play the guitar, so I'm like, that's why I kept repeating vocalist over and over again, because it's like, if you can't play the guitar, we still need somebody, and you're here, so why not, right?
Yep.
The same way Bocchi got pulled in. We need somebody, and you're here, so why not?
Yeah. All right then. So I think that probably covers all the episode. Unless you got any final comments, Theta.
Go back to.
I have to go back here.
Hold on. Oh, these things never want to load.
What timestamp we looking at?
Hold on, I'm trying to get there. Hold on.
See the entirety of all time
Damn
and
it.
space, Theta.
Damn it. Shh. 8. Sorry. When I was finally getting back there, it did the pop-up ad thing again. So you're talking and it's giving me the ad. It's like, no, I don't want both of these things on screen at the same time. This is the thing I was talking about before during the intro. Alright, now you have Bocchi's depressed face, and that's obvious to read. The shadow markers there. And then we can also find out moments later that this is after her sickness, that she tried to make herself sick, ended up going to things, got a cold anyway. But the thing that jumps out to me specifically is the poster behind her. Now, if you had to read anything from that poster, Griff, what would be your takeaway?
At 8 seconds, right? It definitely seems like a shopping poster. Like we got like 3 different color shades for style. Maybe it's like a weird band thing. It's got a date on it for 2021. And of course, like, we can't read all of it anyway.
Well, I was saying, the thing that jumps out to me is the guy in the middle, or in the blue.
Mhm.
How his stack of, I guess whatever you say, shopping stuff, around the middle, shoves out and appears to almost be helping the guy in front of him, lifting
Mhm.
his load, right? Now, these are two colorful stacks. They're meant to jump out at you because that's how visually we see things, right? Colorful stuff jumps out at us. Because you see the third guy not helping, right? His stack's not reaching out, not helping anybody. And it's a gray color scheme meant to, make us shy away from it with our eyes.
Right, so we got like a split-second visual metaphor for basically the episode/series right there.
Of helping people out.
Mhm.
Even, like, the guy in the front clearly wouldn't know that he's being helped. And the guy in the middle, clearly, it's just a little thing for him. I mean, he might not even know he's helping out. But it's just extending a little bit of a hand forward, basically. Like I said, there's just so much of a visual metaphor in a poster that you see for 2 seconds.
It's a fun little detail, and I think like this series, the artists definitely enjoy doing that, just putting a bunch of fun little details in the background. And then, of course, naming their products. I can't wait to get some Hammergy.
Hammergy, I don't know what you're talking about there.
You didn't see the Monster Energy analog?
Oh no. I just saw like the logo pattern and recognized that would have been Monster, but I didn't read anything.
Oh no, they absolutely butcher it, and it's wonderful. But yeah, no, I think I love the details of the series, and I think this is probably a good point to go ahead and end off on things. So for right now, everyone, thanks for coming to another Stoneface reaction. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?